tell you about this evening that is filled with song and dance, drama, comedy, some Shakespeare's and stage combat. There were many people that helped to put this together. In August, when we decided to do this, Ashley Mondragon, the musical director, began to email alumni, and she sent out numerous emails to numerous alumni, waited for them to get back. Once they all got back to her that were ready and willing to celebrate with us, she then had to put together a schedule of rehearsals. She then had to put together a schedule of who's going to be performing when. So the show you see tonight will not be the show you would see if you came back tomorrow night or Saturday night. There are different performers. The one constant are the current students who have worked very hard to put the show on. I would like to have a special thank you for Ashley Mondragon and our current students, alumni, and teachers, of which I will be talking about in a little bit. So, on with our first segment. The first segment is called American Dreams and Values. There are 6 awkward spelling champions that learn that winning or losing is not everything. From the 25th Annual Putnam County Spelling Bee, we will be offering Prayer of the Comfort Counselor. I believe tonight's sung by Matt Flores. I could be wrong, I'll let you know. After that, we have Our Town, Thornton Wilder's version of the American Dream. From there, we go to Guys and Dolls, one of the 10 best musicals voted in America, with Luck Be a Lady. And what do the guys do with all the money they win with the Luck Be a Lady? Well, they spend it on the dolls. Big spender from Sweet Charity. And now, ladies and gentlemen, American Dreams and Values.
There's a life that late night led. Where's it now? It's totally dead. Where's the fun I used to find? Hello, Miss Richard. About to introduce me. Please go ahead. I won't interrupt you. Go ahead. What's the problem?
There's an audience out there.
I know. So go ahead.
What are you doing?
No, we're doing Kiss Me Kate first. Remember, I go out here and sing. There's a life that late. We discussed this. It's in the program. Check the program. It should. It's not in the program.
Matt, could you help me out?
Matt, continue. Where's it?
My friend, you will be missed, but now go with dignity. This says, but first on our list, you should go with pride. You've been the best looking to have all day. You're real smart too as well. Now go home and spell. Give me squeeze affection. Come on, make a connection.
It's raining. Yes. They'll be gone soon, dear. Just rest yourself. Oh, it seems thousands and thousands of years since Papa remembered that was my favorite hymn. Oh, I wish I'd been here a long time. I don't like being new here. Mother Gibbs? Yes, dear. Live people don't understand, do they? No, dear. Not very much. They're sort of shut out in little boxes, aren't they? I feel as though I knew them last 1,000 years ago.
It's been a cool one, ain't it?
Aye, and the rain's cooled it off a little too.
Those northeast winds always seem to do the same thing. Either it's a light rain or it's a 3-day blow.
But Mother Gibbs, one can go back. One can go back there again. It's a living. I feel it. I know it. I just for a moment there, I was thinking about the farm. And just for a minute I was there, and my baby was on my lap plain as day. Yes, of course you can. I can go back there and live all those days over again. Why not? All I can say is, Emily, don't. But it's true, isn't it? I can go and live back there again. Yes, some have, but they soon return here.
Don't do it, Emily.
Emily, don't! It's not what you think it'll be. But I won't live over a sad day. I'll choose a happy one. I'll choose the day I first knew I loved George. Oh, no, no, why should that be painful? You not only live it, but you watch yourself live it. And as you watch yourself, you see things that those down there will never know. You see the future. You know what's going to happen afterwards. Is that painful? Why? That's not the only reason you shouldn't do it, Emily. When you've been here longer, you'll realize that our life here is to forget all of that, and to think of what is ahead and be ready for what is ahead. When you've been here longer, you'll understand. But Mother Gibbs, how could I ever forget about that life? That's all I knew. That's all I had. Emily, it isn't mine. It's really, it isn't. It is a thing I must know for myself. I'll choose a happy day anyway. No. At least choose an unimportant day. Choose the least important day of your life. It will be important enough. Then it can't be since I was married, or since the baby was born. I can choose a birthday at least, can't I? I choose my 12th birthday. All right. It's February 11th, 1899. A Tuesday. Do you want any special time of day? Oh, I want the whole day. All right. We'll begin at dawn. It had been snowing for several days beforehand, and they had just begun clearing up the roads. The sun was coming up. There's Main Street. Why, that's Mr. Morgan's drugstore before he changed it. And there's the livery stable. It's 1899, 14 years ago. That's the town I knew as a little girl. And look, there's the old white fence that used to be around our house. Oh, I'd forgotten that. I love it so. Are they inside? Yes. Your mother will be coming downstairs soon to make breakfast. Will she? And you remember her father had been away for several days and returned on the early morning train. No, he'd been away at his old college to make a speech at Western New York. Here's how we knew so. Why, that's our policeman. But he's dead. He died. Children, Wally, Emily, time to get up. Mama, I'm here. Oh, how young Mama looks. I didn't know Mama was ever that young. You can come and dress by the kitchen fire if you like, but hurry. Mama, I can't find my blue hair ribbon anywhere. Just open your eyes, my dear, that's all. I laid it out for you special on the dresser there. If it were a snake, it'd bite you. Yes, yes.
Good morning, Mother.
How'd it go, Charles?
Fine, I guess. I told him a few things. Everything all right here?
Yes. Can't think of anything that's happened special. Been right cold. Howie Newsom says it's 10 below over to his barn.
Colder than that at Hamilton College. The students' ears are falling off. That ain't Christian. Any mistakes in the paper?
None that I noticed. Coffee's ready when you want it. Oh, Charles, don't forget, it's Emily's birthday. Did you remember to get anything?
I've got something right here. Where's my girl? Where's my birthday girl?
Don't interrupt her now, Charles. You can see her at breakfast. She's slow enough as it is. Hurry up, children. 7 o'clock now. I don't want to call you again. I can't bear it. They're so young and beautiful. Why did they ever have to get old? Right nice of him. Oh, George, I'd forgotten that. Oh. Chew that bacon good and slow. It'll help keep you warm on a cold day. Oh, Mama, just look at me 1 minute as though you really saw me. Mama, 14 years have gone by. I'm dead. You're a grandmother, Mama. I married George Gibbs, Mama. Well, he's dead too. Mom, his appendix burst on a camping trip to proper knot. We felt just terrible about it, don't you remember? But just for a moment now, we're all together. Just for a moment now, let's be happy, let's look at one another. That in the yellow paper is something I found in the attic among your grandmother's things. You're old enough to wear it now, and I thought you'd like it. And this is from you? Oh, Mama, it's lovely. And it's just what I wanted. It's beautiful. Well, I hoped you'd like it. Hunted all over. Your Aunt Nora couldn't find one in Concord, so I had to send it all the way to Boston. Wally has something for you, too. He made it at manual training class, and he's very proud of it. Make sure you make a big fuss of it. Your father is surprised for you, too. Don't know what it is myself. Shh, here he comes now.
Where's my girl? Where's my birthday girl?
I can't go on. It all goes so fast. Don't have time to look at one another. Didn't realize. So all that was going on, we never noticed. Take me back. At the hill. My grave. But first wait. One last look. Goodbye. Goodbye, world. Goodbye. Rover's Corners. Mama. Papa. Goodbye to clocks ticking in my butternut tree. And Mama's sunflowers. And food. And coffee. And new iron dresses and hot baths. And sleeping. And waking up. Oh, Earth, you are too wonderful for anyone to realize you. Do any human beings ever realize life while they live it? Every minute? No. Saints and poets, they do so. I'm ready to go back. Were you happy? No. I should have listened to you. That's all human beings are, just blind people. Look, it's clearing up. The stars are coming out. Mother Gibbs, it's George. Hush, dear. Just rest yourself. It's George. Mother Gibbs? Yes, Emily. You don't understand, do they? No, dear. We don't understand.
Trials and tribulations are coming next, and you right now are giving me just that. Some trials and tribulations.
Well, that's what's the last day of my agent. I'm going to look the actors up to the association. They'll have a word to say with you. I guarantee you. This is not over. This is going to go on forever. Years.
Turn off his mic. Turn off his mic, Jonathan. Thank you. All right. I'm so sorry, ladies and gentlemen. You know, calling back the alumni was really a great idea. It was. I just don't know what's going to occur this evening, but I'll go backstage and check it out in a moment. The alumni, you just were watching some amazing dance numbers. There's many more to come. And there are two alumni that I need to thank from the bottom of my heart for that. And one of them is actually in the audience with us tonight, and that's Emily Phillips. Emily, I still think we should coax her to get up and dance with them. So we'll see, maybe she'll hop up there. And Jackie Mayer, who is not with us tonight, but performed all last week. We did get to see one of those shows. So Jackie Mayer, thank you. They came back and spent endless hours helping these young ladies and gentlemen to learn these dances, while Jackie Mayer is a teacher, and Emily Phillips is right now performing West Side Story in an equity house in Staten Island, Harbor Lights, if you'd like to go see it. This is a fun weekend. All right. Oh, that was hard. Okay, so trials and tribulations. We have first up the beautiful musical Man of La Mancha with Aaron Penzel singing the tribulations of the Don Quixote character Cervantes wrote while he fights the unbeatable foe, otherwise known as the windmills. Then we move to Senator Joseph McCarthy and the House Committee of the Un-American Activities were prosecuting alleged communists from the State Department to Hollywood in the 50s. And this became a dominant fixation of the American psyche at the time. Arthur Miller struggled with the enormities of this situation and unable to find a contemporary situation in which to place his play, he went back to the Salem witch trials of 1692 and wrote The Crucible. Dayton, Tennessee, 1925. A young man, John Scopes, a teacher, decided to teach his students evolution, origins of the species, Darwinism, alongside creationism. And it created a trial that ran throughout the nation. We will have a scene from Inherit the Wind for that trial. Then we move to the 6 merry murderesses of the Cooks County Jail for our rendition of Cell Block Tango from Chicago. And then half bird, half woman, judge, jury, and executioners from Greek mythology, the Odyssey, Mary Zimmerman's rendition of the Sirens. Ladies and gentlemen, trials and tribulations.
Look at me only, not at your husband, in my eyes only.
Good, sir.
We are given to understand that you dismissed your servant, Abigail Williams.
That is true, sir.
For what cause did you dismiss her? Look at me! The answer is in your memory, and you need no help to give it to me. Why did you dismiss Abigail Williams?
She dissatisfied me, and my husband.
And what way did she satisfy you?
Woman,
look at me! Was she slovenly? Lazy? What disturbance did she cause?
Your Honor, in that time I was sick. And my husband is a good and righteous man, you see, sir. He is never drunk as some are, nor wasting his time at the shovel room, but always at his work. But I were a long time sick after my last baby, you see, sir. And I thought I saw my husband somewhat turning from me. And this girl,
Look at me.
I, sir, Abigail Williams.
What of Abigail Williams?
I came to the keep fancy her. So one night, I lost my wits, I think, and I put her out in the high room.
Your husband, did he indeed turn from you?
He-
Look at me! To your own knowledge, has John Proctor ever committed a crime of lechery? Answer me! Is your husband a lecher?
My husband is a goodly man, sir.
Then he did not turn from you.
No, sir.
Remove her, Marshal.
Elizabeth, tell the truth!
She's spoken, remove her!
Elizabeth, they have confessed it! She only thought to say my name.
Excellency, it is a natural right to tell. I beg you stop now before another is condemned. Private vengeance is working through my testimony, and I shut my conscience to it no more. From the beginning, this man has struck me true, and by my oath to heaven, I believe him now. But this girl,
She spoke nothing of lechery, and this man has lied.
I believe him. This girl has only struck me false. She has done.
You have not! Be gone, I say! This is a child. Child! Girls, why do you tell me? Come back here! Where?
Why do you come, yellow bird?
Where's the bird? I see no bird.
My face?
What the hell?
My face?
You see the bird?
What?
But God made my face. You cannot want to tear my face. Oh, I reasonably said Mary. Oh, Mary, does a black art to change your shape? No. No, I cannot stop my mouth. It's not work. I cannot. I'm here.
They are pretending, Mr. Denny.
Oh, Mary, please don't go down.
Her claws! She is stretching her claws!
Lies!
Oh, Mary, please don't hurt me. I'm hurting her.
Why does she see this vision?
She sees nothing. She sees nothing. Abby, you mustn't. Abby, you mustn't. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here.
Everyone, drop that spirit out of them!
Mr. Danforth. Mr. Danforth.
Head with the devil! After
Never, 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 never.
I can only repeat you!
Give me a whip, I'll stop it.
They're sporting there. They're sporting there. Abby, stop it. Abby, stop it. Stop it.
A little while ago you were afflicted. Now it seems to afflict others. Where did you find this power?
I have no power. I have no power.
They are gulling you, mister.
Why have you turned about the past 2 weeks? You have seen the devil have you mocked. You cannot believe them.
Goddamn's all liars, Mary.
You have seen the devil. You have been called back loose for having mocked.
Goddamn's all liars, Mary.
I cannot hear you. What you say? You will confess yourself or you will hang. You know who I am. I say you will hang if you do not open with me.
Mary, tell the governor what day.
No way! Oh, I just better Mary, please. No, no, Mary.
Confess this power. Speak.
She's walking the beach. She's gonna get Mary, please. No,
you
no, I cannot. I cannot.
Mary,
Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
look him in the face and trembling. We'll save you, Mary.
Look out! She's coming down.
Mary, tell the governor
Don't
what day.
touch me.
Mary.
You are the devil's man.
Praise God.
Praise God. I will not hang with you. I love God. I love God.
Did you do the devil's
He
work?
calls me by night and every day to sign.
Sign what?
The devil's book. You came with the book.
My name, you want my name? I'll murder you. He says if my wife's head hangs, we must go and through the court, he says.
Mr. Hale.
See, this child has gone wild. Oh, I love God. I bless God. I turn away no more. Abby, I'll hurt you nevermore.
What are you? You are combined with the Antichrist, are you not? I have seen your power and you will not deny it. What say you, mister?
Excellent.
I will have nothing to do with hell. Do you confess yourself befouled with hell, or do you keep that black allegiance yet? What say you?
I say, God is dead. Hear it. Hear it. A fire. A fire is burning. I hear the boot of Lucifer, and I see his filthy face, and it is mine and yours stand forth. For them that quell to bring men out of ignorance as I have quelled, and that you quell now when you know in your black hearts that this be fraud. God damns our kind to live, and we will burn, and we will burn together.
Denounce these proceedings.
Marshal, take him to court with him to jail.
I denounce these proceedings. I
I call to the stand one of the world's foremost experts on the Bible and its teachings, Matthew Harrison Brady. Am I correct, sir, in calling on you as an expert on the Bible?
I believe it is not boastful to say that I have studied the Bible as much as any other layman, and I do try to live my life according to its precepts.
Fully agree. Now, let's get this straight. Let's get it clear. This is the book that you are an expert on.
That is correct.
Now tell me, do you feel that every word that's written in this book should be taken literally?
Everything in the Bible should be accepted exactly as it is given.
Let's take this place where the whale swallows Jonah. You figure that actually happened?
The Bible does not say a whale. It says a big fish.
As a matter of fact, it says a great fish. But it's pretty much the same thing. What's your feeling about that?
I believe in a God who can make a whale and who can make a man and make both do what he pleases.
Amen.
I want those amens in the record. Now, I recollect a story about Joshua making the sun stand still. And as an expert on the Bible, you expect me to believe that that's as true as this Jonah business, right? That's a pretty neat trick. You suppose Houdini could do it?
I do not question or scoff at the miracles of the Lord, as do ye of little faith.
Have you ever pondered just what would naturally happen to the earth if the sun stood still?
You can testify to that if I get you on the stand.
If they say the sun stood still, they must have had a notion that the sun moves around the earth. Think that's the way of things, or don't you believe the earth moves around the sun?
I have faith in the
You
Bible.
don't have much faith in the solar system.
The sun stopped.
Good. Now, if what you say factually happened, if Joshua halted the sun in the sky, that means the earth stopped spinning on its axis. Continents toppled over each other, mountains flew out into space, and the earth, arrested in its orbit, shriveled to a cinder and crashed into the sun. How come they missed this tidbit of news?
They missed it because it didn't happen.
It must have happened according to natural law. Or don't you believe in natural law, Colonel? Would you like to ban Copernicus from the classroom along with Charles Darwin? Pass a law to wipe out all the scientific developments since Joshua? Revelations, period.
Natural law was born in the mind of the heavenly Father. He can change it, cancel it, use it as he pleases. It constantly amazes me that you apostles of science, for all your supposed wisdom, fail to grasp the simple fact.
Listen to this. Genesis 4:16. And Cain went out from the presence of the Lord and dwelt in the land of Nod on the east of Eden. And Cain knew his wife. Where the hell did she come from? Who? Mrs. Cain. Cain's wife? If, in the beginning, there were only Adam and Eve and Cain and Abel, where did this extra woman spring up from? Ever figure that out?
No, sir. I'll leave the agnostics to hunt for her.
Never bothered you.
Never bothered me.
Never tried to find out?
No.
You suppose someone pulled off another creation over in the next county.
The Bible satisfies me. It is enough.
It frightens me to imagine the state of learning in this world if everyone had your drive and curiosity. Now, this book goes into a lot of begats. And Arkat Shad begat Salah, and Salah begat Eber, and so on and so on. These pretty important folks.
They are the generations of the holy men and women of the Bible.
How did they go about all this begat?
What do you mean?
I mean, did people begat in those days about the same way they get themselves begat today?
Processes about the same. I don't think your scientists have improved it any.
In other words, those people were brought forth and conceived through the biological function known as sex. What do you think of sex, Colonel Brady?
In what spirit is this question asked?
I'm not asking what you think of sex as a father, or as a husband, or as a presidential candidate. You're up here as an expert on the Bible. What is the biblical evaluation of sex?
It is considered original sin.
And all these holy people got themselves begat through original sin? All that sinning make them any less holy.
Where does this leave us? Where does it have to do with the stateless and virgin case? The court must be satisfied that this line of questioning has some bearing on the case.
You've ruled out all my witnesses. I must be allowed to examine the one witness who left me in my own way.
Your Honor, I am willing to sit from his sneering and his disrespect. For he is pleading the case of the prosecution by his contempt for all that is holy.
I object!
On what grounds? Is it possible that something is holy to the celebrated agnostic?
Yes, the individual human mind. In a child's power to master the multiplication table, there is more sanctity than all your shouted amens, holy, holies, or hosannas. An idea is a far greater monument than a cathedral, and the advance of man's knowledge is more of a miracle than any sticks turned to snakes or the parting of waters. But are we now to halt the march of progress because Mr. Brady threatens us with a fable? Gentlemen, progress has never been a bargain. You've got to pay for it. Sometimes I feel like there's a man behind a counter who says, all right, we may have a telephone, but you lose privacy, charm of distance. Madam, we may vote, but you lose the right to retreat behind a powder tub or a pen. Mister, you may conquer the air, but the birds will lose their wonder, and the clouds will smell of gasoline. Darwin moved us forward to a hilltop, from where we could look back and see the way from which we came. But for this view, this insight, this knowledge, we must abandon our faith in the pleasant poetry of Genesis.
We must not abandon faith. Faith is the important thing.
Then why did God plague us with the power to think, Mr. Brady? Why do you deny the one faculty which lifts us above all other creatures, the power of our minds to reason? What other merit have we? The elephant is larger, the horse is stronger and swifter, the butterfly more beautiful, the mosquito more prolific. Even the simple sponge is more durable. Or does a sponge think?
I do not know. I am a man, not a sponge.
Do you think a sponge thinks?
If the Lord wishes a sponge to think, it thinks.
Does a man have the same privileges as a sponge?
Of course.
This man wishes to be accorded the same privileges as a sponge. He wishes to think.
But your client is wrong. He is deluded. He has lost his way.
It's sad, Mr. Brady, that not all of us are gifted with your positive knowledge of right and wrong.
Cicero.
and made straight for the ship. I roused the men. They scrambled to the police department or office, moving all the way into Services Island. Soon enough, the wind fell, and a calm came over all the sea. All of your ears, let me down! The silence had begun.
Men, you big, sad, poor, tired men, vessel, dame, madam, madame, mistress.
I love it when you ignore me.
Mrs. Lady, Mensahib, Fra, Signora, Signora, Donna, Bella, Matron, Dowager, Goody Gamer, Good Woman, Good Wife, Squaw, Wife, etc. Matronhood, Matronage, Venus, Nymph, Wench, Grisette, Little Bit of Fluff, Girl, etc. Inamorata, Love, etc. Person, etc. Spinster, Virgin, Bachelor Girl, New Woman, Amazon. See also Girl, Girl, Noun, a young unmarried female person, i.e. hire a girl to babysit. Synonyms, damsel, gal, lass, lassie, maid, maiden, mist, missy, quail, quip, wench, tomboy, deb, debutante, subdeb, subdebutante, bobby soxer, schoolgirl, again. Synonyms, see maid. Synonyms, see girlfriend.
No, don't get up. I'll take care of it.
No, don't get up.
I'll take care of it.
No, don't get up. I'll take care of it.
Last. Where's the line that... Oh, come on. Really?
What are you doing?
You know very well what I'm doing by now.
I'm sitting right behind the Phillips family, enjoying the show.
I'm sorry you have to endure this. Look, I didn't know you were sitting over there. Come on, but this is... I have to have my time. This has to be in the show.
How much time do you need? How many things have I given you? I gave you acting opportunities. I gave you songs. I gave you solos. I gave you dance numbers. You're even in an attack number in the
You're trying to
second
have me
act.
to meltdown? You're succeeding. You're succeeding. You always have.
Could you have that meltdown backstage?
I just want to say something to you right now. You have to understand this. The theater, she beckons. She's out there, the dark. She's waiting.
Oh my gosh.
The
Okay.
theater is calling. Will you accept the
Ladies and
charge?
gentlemen, I am so sorry.
I'm sorry.
We are moving into the Shakespeare part.
It's a perfect time for me to do this. Just listen.
I
You
understand.
can hear the theater underneath the floorboards. I swear. Come with me on the journey. I've always come with you. Come with me on this journey, please. Just follow me.
Okay, I've been on this journey a lot longer than you have. Right?
You hear that? Is there a lawyer in the house? I think that we're full of court.
There are people backstage waiting to come on. So let me just... Kiss Me Kate was the musical from The Taming of the Shrew, which was written by Shakespeare. Yes, and so we're going... we have this costume on. What is that?
Why are you exposed?
Will you turn off his microphone again, please? All right, so we're going into the Shakespeare part, and we are not doing Taming of the Shrew, just like we're not doing Kiss Me Kate, because we never put Taming of the Shrew on here at J.P. Stevens. We did put on some wonderful Shakespeare in the past, and here I'd like to take a moment to thank another alumni, Kevin Little, for coming from New York to choreograph all of the stage combat you are about to see, and for a teacher, Miss Tara Mateka, English teacher, who performs in the Shakespeare as well as was the choreography captain to take care of what Kevin taught and make sure that the students were safe. So ladies and gentlemen, the Shakespeare, Macbeth, Midsummer Night's Dream, Much Ado About Nothing, Macbeth, what am I forgetting? Hamlet turned inside out, Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are dead. Shakespeare.
Gregory, oh my word, we'll not carry coal. No, but then you should be colliers. I mean, if we being called, we'll draw. I well, you lift your neck out the collar. I strike with being moved. But thou art not quickly moved to strike. The dog of the house of Montague moves me.
Ah, to move is to stern, to be valiant is to stand.
Therefore, if thou art moved, thou runnest away.
A dog of that house shall move me to stand. I will take the wall of any man or maid of the Montagues.
That shows thee a weak slave, for the weakest goes to the wall.
True, and therefore women, being the weaker vessels, are ever thrust to the wall. Therefore I will push the Montagues men from the wall and thrust his maids to the wall.
The quarrel is between our masters and us, their men.
'Tis all one. I will show myself a tyrant when I fought with the men. I'll be cruel to the maids and cut off their heads.
Heads of the maids.
Ah, the heads of the maids, or their maiden heads. Take it in what sense thou wilt.
They take it in the sense that feel it.
Me they shall feel when I'm able to stand. And 'tis known I'm a pretty piece of flesh.
'Tis well thou art not fish. Thou hast to spit poor John. Draw thy tool. Here comes through the house of the Montagues.
My naked weapon is out. Quarrel, I will back thee.
How? Turn thy back and run?
Fear me not.
No, marry, I fear thee.
Let us take the wall of our sides. Let them begin.
I will frown as I pass by, and wicked as they list.
Nay, if they dare, I will bite my thumb at them, which is a disgrace to them if they bear it.
Do you bite your thumb at us, sir?
I do bite my thumb, sir.
But do you bite your thumb at us, sir?
Is the law of our sides if I say I?
No.
No, sir. I do not bite my thumb at you, sir. But I bite my thumb, sir.
Do you quarrel, sir? Quarrel, sir? No, sir.
If you do, sir, I am for you. I serve as good a man as you.
No, better.
Well, sir.
Say better. Here's one more master's kinsman.
Yes, better, sir.
You lie.
Draw, you be men. Gregory, remember thy swashing blood.
Hearts, fools! Put up thy swords! You know not what you do!
What? Art thou drawn amongst these heartless hinds? Turn thee, Benvolio. Look upon thy death.
I do but keep the peace. Put up thy swords, or manage to depart these men with me.
What? Drawn and talk of peace? I hate the word, as I hate heaven. Oh, Montagues, and thee! Have at me, coward! Follow me close. I'll speak. Gentlemen, good evening. A word with one of you.
And but one word with one of us, couple it with something. Make it a word and a blow.
You shall find me apt enough to that, sir, and you will give me occasion.
Could you not take some occasion without giving?
Mercutio, thou consortest with Romeo.
Consort! What? Dost thou make us minstrels and make minstrels of us? Look to hear nothing but discords. Here's my fiddlestick. Here's that shall make you dance. Sounds consort.
We talk here in the public unto men. Either withdraw unto some private place and reason coldly of your grievances, or else depart. Here all eyes lay on us.
Men's eyes were made to see. Let them gaze. I will not budge for no man's pleasure,
Peace be with you, sir. Here comes my man.
But I'll be answered to your daughter. Mary, go before to the field. He'll be your follower. In that sense, your worship may call him your man.
Romeo, the hate I bear can afford no better turn than this. Thou art a villain!
Tybalt, the reason I have to love thee doth much excuse the appertaining rage. To such a greeting of villain am I none. Therefore farewell, I see thou knowest me not.
Fool! This shall not excuse the injuries thou hast done to me. Therefore turn and draw.
Who hast I ever injured thee? But love thee better than thou canst devise. Thou shalt know the reason of my love. And so the vocabulary which name I tender be satisfied.
Oh, calm, dishonorable, vile submission. Aristocrat carries it away. Tybalt, that can't hurt. Will you walk?
Oh, it's thou, not me.
Oh, good king of cats. Nothing but one of your 9 lives
cold withal, and here dry half with the other 8. Will you pluck your sword out of its pitcher? Make haste. Press by, here your spirit be out.
I'm for you!
Vomit those down the weapons! Come, sir. Your pasado. Prepare this outrage! The prince is readily hot banding it for all the street! Hold him! What? Art thou hurt? I am scratched. Quintilin, XP surgeon. Courage, man, the hurt cannot be much. A plague of both your houses. Why the devil you came between us? I was hurt under your arm. Gentlemen, your prince is near alley. And my friend has received his mortal hurt. And in my behalf, my reputation stained. And now Tybalt slander. Tybalt, with that hour has been my kinsman. Oh, sweet Juliet, thy beauty that had me effeminate. And in my tender soft and my velour steel. Romeo! Romeo! Brave Mercutio is dead! That gallant spirit, which hath inspired the clouds, did to untimely heroes scorn the earth. Alive in triumph and Mercutio slain. Away to heaven respective lenity. And let fire identity my conduct now. You're going to be your civil back again.
Thou wretched boy that didst consort him here shall with him hence!
Romeo! Away! Be gone! The citizens are up, and Tybalt slain. Stand not amazed. The prince will doom thee death if thou art caught. Hence, away, Romeo! Be gone! I am fortune's fool!
I'm amazed at your passionate words. I scorn you not, but it seems you scorn me.
Have you not set Lysander as in scorn, follow me and praise my eyes and face? And major other love, Demetrius, who would even now could spur me with his foot to call me goddess, nymph, divine and rare, precious, celestial. Wherefore speaks he this to hurt your feet? And wherefore doth Lysander deny your love so rich within his soul, and tender me pursue affection, but by your setting on, by your consent?
I understand not what you mean by this.
I do persever, counterfeit sad looks, make mouths upon me when I turn my back, wink at each other, hold the sweet jest up, the sport well carried shall be chronicled. But fare you well, it's partly my own fault, which death raps and soon shall remedy.
Stay, gentle Helena. Hear my excuse.
Oh, excellent.
Sweet, do not scorn yourself.
If she cannot entreat, I can compel.
Thou canst compel on one she can entreat. Thy threats have no more strength than her weak prayers.
I say I love you more than he can do.
If thou say so, withdraw and prove it too.
Quick, come.
Lysander, where depends all this?
Away, Ethiop!
No. He'll seem to break loose. Take on as you would follow, but yet come not. You are a tame man. Go!
Hang off, thou cat, thou bird! Wild thing let loose, or I will shake thee from me like a serpent.
Why are you both so rude? What chain is this? Sweet love?
Thy love, out, tawny tartar, out!
Do you not jest?
Yes, Sue. So do you.
Demetrius, I will keep my word with thee.
I would I had your bond, for I perceive a weak one holds you. I'll not trust your word.
What? Should I hurt her? Strike her? Kill her dead? Although I hate her, I'll not harm her so.
What greater harm can you do than hate?
this. I am pregnant for my cowardice. You may think because she is something lower than myself that I can match her.
Lower? Apart from kill?
Good, Hermia. Do not be so bitter with me. I evermore did love you, Hermia. Did ever keep your counsels, never wronged you, save that in love unto Demetrius. I told him of your cell unto this wood. He followed you, for love I followed him. When he had chid me hence and threatened me, to spurn me, striking me to kill me too. And so now you will let me quiet go to Athens while I bear my folly back, and follow you no further. Let me go! You see how simple and how fond I am.
Lady Beatrice, have you wept all this while?
I will weep a while longer.
I will not desire that.
I have no reason, I do so freely.
Surely I do believe your fair cousin is wrong.
And how much might a man deserve of me that would right her?
Is there a way to show such friendship?
A very evil way. No such friend.
May a man do it?
It is a man's office. But not yours.
I swear, I love nothing in the world so much as thee. Is that not strange?
As strange as the thing I know not. For it is possible for me to say I love nothing so well as you, but believe me not. And yet I lie not. I confess nothing. And I deny nothing. I am sorry for my cousin.
Beatrice, by my sword, thou lovest me.
Do not swear, Edith.
I will swear by it that thou lovest me and make him eat it, that says I love not you.
Will you not eat your word?
With no sauce that can be devised. I protest I love thee.
Oh, I can God forgive me.
What offense, sweet Beatrice?
You stayed me in a happy hour. I was about to protest that I loved you.
And do it with all thy heart.
I love you so much my heart was none left to protest.
Come, bid me do anything for thee.
Kill Claudio.
Not for the wide world.
You kill me to deny it. Farewell.
Tarry, sweet Beatrice,
I am gone, though I am here. There is no love in you. Nay, I pray you, let me go.
Beatrice, please.
In faith, I will go.
We'll be friends first.
Take me easier, my friend, and fight with my enemies.
Is Claudio thine enemy?
Is he not approved in the height of villain who has scorned, slandered, dishonored my kinsman?
Beatrice!
Talk with a man out the window of proper saying.
Nay, but Beatrice!
Oh, but I could be a man for his sake, but a friend who would be a man for my sake. But manliness is dissolved into courtesies, and valor into compliment. If I could not be a man for you, I should die a woman who could repay.
Tarry, sweet Beatrice, by this hand, I swear I love thee.
Use it for my love for some other reason than swearing by it.
Think you in your soul, the Count Claudio hath wronged hero.
As sure as I have thought or soul.
Nothing. I am engaged. I will challenge you. I will kiss your hand. And so I leave you. As you hear of me, so think. By this hand, the Count Claudio shall render me a dear account. Go tend to your dear cousin. I must say, she is quite dead. And so, farewell.
They have tied me to a stake I cannot fly. But to bear life I must fight the course. Who is he who is not born of woman? Such a one am I to fear or none?
is thy name?
Thou art the way of years.
No, though thou callest thyself a hotter name than any is in hell.
My name's Macbeth.
The devil himself could not pronounce such a title more hateful to mine ears.
No, nor more fearful.
Thou liest, abhorred tyrant. With my sword I shall prove the lie thou speakest.
Thou wast born a woman. What swords I smile at, weapons laugh to scorn, brandished by men of woman born.
Why should I play the Roman fool and die by my own sword? When I see that blood, I should do better upon them.
Turn, hellhound! Turn!
Of all else men I've avoided thee, get back. My soul is too compressed with blood of thine already.
I have no words. My voice is in my sword. Thou bloody rebellion turn to give thee out!
Thou lostest labor, as easy as mayest in trenches air. With thy keen sword and press make me bleed.
Ah!
Let fall thy blade on vulnerable crests. I bear a charm life and will not yield for one mortal woman.
Despair thy charm, and let the angel whom thou still hast served tell thee, Macduff was from his mother's womb untimely ripped.
Curse me that tongue that tells me so, that keeps our promise to our ear and breaks it to our hope. I'll not fight with thee.
Then you be coward, and become the show and gaze of the times. We'll have you as our rarest monsters are, tied to a pole and underwrit. Here may you see the tyrant.
I will not yield thee. Yet I will try the last. I bear on myself warlike shields. Lay on Macduff, and be cursed to be that tongue that tells me so. Hold enough.
They've got us placed now. If we start moving around, we'll be chasing each other all night.
How very intriguing. I feel like a spectator. And upon business, the only thing that makes this bearable is the irrational belief that someone interesting will come on in a minute.
See anyone?
No. You?
No. What a fine persecution, to be kept intrigued without ever being enlightened. We'd had no practice.
We play questions.
What good would that do?
Practice.
Statement 1 love.
Cheating. How? I haven't started yet.
Statement 2 love.
Are you counting that?
What?
Are you counting that?
Foul. No repetitions. 3 love. First game 2.
I'm not going to play if you're going to be like that.
Who's sir? Huh? Foul. No grunts. Love 1.
Who's good?
What?
Why not?
What for?
Ah, no sentence. 1 gift all.
What in God's name is going on?
That. No reference. 2 1.
What does it all add up to?
Can't you guess?
Were you addressing me?
Is there anyone else?
Who?
How would I know?
Why do you ask?
Are you serious?
What's that rhetoric?
Yeah.
Statement 2 all. Game point.
What's the matter, you say?
When?
What?
Are you deaf?
Am I dead?
Yes or no?
Is there a choice?
Is there a God?
No, secondaries. 3 2 1 game all.
What's your name?
What's yours?
I asked you first.
Statement 1 love.
What's your name when you're at home?
What's yours?
At home.
Is it different at home?
What home?
Haven't you got
Why
one?
do you ask?
What are you driving at?
What's your name?
No statements. 1 all. Match point to me.
Who do you think you are?
Rhetoric, game, and match. Where's it all going to end?
That's the question.
It's all questions.
Do you think it matters?
Doesn't it matter to you?
Why should it matter?
What does it matter? Why?
Doesn't it matter why it matters?
It doesn't matter. What's the game? What are the rules?
Yeah.
and dances, drama, and comedy. And for this first segment, it's my favorite. Whether I'm reading a book or looking for a new script to direct or a musical, the theme I love the most is murder and mayhem. And that's what's up next. We started off with a light comedy, the musical comedy Murders of 1940s. And then we moved to Jekyll and Hyde, Dracula, and what? That segment would not be complete without that demon barber of Fleet Street, Sweeney Todd. Ladies and gentlemen, Murder and Mayhem.
When I come to, I found myself in a tunnel, and I've had the devil's own time trying to get out.
There have been 2 murders here.
And what's more, it isn't even an audition. It's set up to catch the slasher.
Murders? Who?
Mrs. Babersock and someone who's either Hilsa and Ilga.
Was?
Someone who we think is Elsa's pieces.
Go right out of that closet.
Her sister, was it? And Telsa, she was okay.
Yeah, fine. She was worried about you too.
Was she now? Faith, and she's alive soon with the last. Ooh, I believe I'll have a spot of brandy to ward off the chill.
Sit still, I'll get it.
So, how long have you been in this country, Mr. O'Reilly?
What?
I said, how long have you been in America? You are Irish born.
That's Patsy's cow.
And where in Ireland are you from?
Sure, and are you familiar with Ireland, Connie?
I've never been there, no.
Well, there's a spot in the County Blarney, which the sun, first coming over the McNamara Mountains his first, waking the fine village of McGillicuddy to another of God's days. It's there that I'm from, and it's there that I'll ever be.
You ought to know better than to ask an Irishman where he's from. He could have been here all night.
Dinner, sir. Oh, Mr. O'Reilly, you returned to us.
Somebody hit him over the head and left him to die.
My dear, we've unleashed something horrible in this house tonight. However, the wish spot is ready in. Where's Sergeant Kelly?
I don't know. Isn't he with you?
Perhaps he would wash up. Come along, everyone else is in the dining room. Let's eat so we can get down to the serious business of the evening. I don't think he's Irish.
Easy enough to tell. We'll give him some more brandy and see if he starts to bite the same direct hole.
Before, I wish I forgot to be drink. Dinner is served, Elsa. Are you in mourning, Elsa? They told me your sister is dead. Come out, Elsa. I think we should talk.
I'm not looking. He said to get the wine and gee, I didn't say they wanted quite as red. I'll get one of each. Sorry to have bothered you. I'll ask them to save you something. Don't look at me. O'Reilly and the maid. Gee, they were getting along so well.
I'm going to help.
Oh, hey, ask whether we're having meat or fish.
Where did he go?
Into the wall.
He's trying to kill her. We've got to help.
Oh, where's that cat?
I'm going to the
Crazy, don't go there.
It's useless trying to stop her with this big.
We can't just stand here and do nothing. Oh, sure we can. Two directions. Nikki, you will enter through here. I will enter through the billiard room.
That's the billiard room?
Yes.
Interesting you would place it over there next to the parlor.
Well, these music room you see, but I would have taken closer to the Solaire. Can we hold this architectural discussion till later? He's trying to kill her. I'm going in.
I'll go with you. Two can die as easy as one.
Here, take this flashlight so you can see what you're up against.
See it? Who wants to see it?
Play the radio very loudly. That way we can always find this room.
Buried under the snow in this blizzard, fast-reaching, catastrophic proportions. Transportation is halted. Governor Lehman and Mayor LaGuardia have declared that a state of emergency.
Oh my God! Oh, he announced a power failure!
Oh, from your mouth to God's ear! Tell me, have you ever been stripped, tied to a pole, and whipped? Well, do I have to answer that? Remember, one word and you die! She's in the closet. She's in the closet.
Oh my God! She locked up there till help come.
I'm going to police officer. Stay here in case he comes out of the walls. Oh, that's it. Second act opener. Should be a waltz.
A waltz?
Dick Rogers does what in every show can.
Bernice, this hardly isn't the place, and certainly isn't the time.
Isn't the time? The contractions have started and he tells me it isn't the time. I've been stopped from giving birth here a lot tonight, Ken.
Has anyone seen the maid?
Well, she's in the closet.
She's got it looking at.
I've got your gun! I'm not Irish. I'm Italian. Lieutenant Tony Garibaldi. NOI B.A.D. Working under cover of the stage Adora slasher case. The maid is a slasher, and she's on her way up in the river. Okay, Wenzel, the jig is up. Come out with your hands behind. You hold me, you'll trap you, Wenzel. Okay, Wenzel, I'll count you to a 10. Eins, zwei, drei. He's counting in German.
Elsa's German.
Fünf, oh, fünf, acht,
Neun, zehn. Actually, she couldn't come out if she wanted to. The door's locked. They'll unlock it.
Hi! Oh, boy, am I glad to see you. Come on, Mickey, we're back in the house. Oh, where'd you come from? What happened to Mickey? What? Sorry. I couldn't understand a thing you were saying. You had a gag stuck in your mouth, but now what was that?
I said, take this damn gag out of my mouth.
Also, the stage door slasher.
And she's in there? Oh, with Mickey?
Oh, they take care of it.
No, hold it. This is a job for police.
But he isn't police. Lieutenant Tony's on money. He's working on the stage door slasher.
Oh, yeah, out of where?
Headquarters.
Which division?
Eerie crime.
Eerie Crimes Division.
Yeah, it's this new thing the lieutenant had just started.
You got a badge.
Of course he's got a badge.
He just showed it to us. All right, I'll show it.
Sure. Hands up! Everybody move! Move!
That's my badge, right? You're the son of a gun who conked me on the head, right?
I needed to see ID. And I told Bert until Huberman's over here spoiled everything.
Hey, just a minute.
Careful, Elsa!
Oh, hi, everyone.
Stop your fucking and move, sister.
What's happening to Mr. O'Reilly?
He's not O'Reilly.
I'm a censor of the Geheimstaatspolizei,
Sacco.
working as a German consulate in New York as a cultural attaché.
What's the Gestapo want with the stage door slasher?
But I want for you, Sergeant Kelly, to take that and lead us through that tunnel.
Over my dead body.
Oh, but Sergeant Kelly, I could have easily have killed you once, but I didn't. I am professional courtesy. Take that.
No.
I suggest the rest of you turn your heads, and this gun makes a very large hole into.
Silence surrounds you. Once there was morning, now endless night. I will find the answer and never desert you. promise you this till the day do you really think that I will let you go? Do you think I ever set you free? If you, I'm sad to say, it simply isn't so. You never get away from me. All that you are is a face in the mirror. I close my eyes and you disappear. I'm what you face when you face in the mirror. Long as you live, I will still be here. All that you are is the end of a nightmare. All that you are is a dying scream. After tonight, I shall end this scene of dream. This is not a dream like this end. This one is the nightmare that goes on. Hide is here to stay, no matter what you may pretend. And the courage that goes on. Soon you die, my silence will hide you. You cannot choose but to lose control. You can control me, I live deep inside you. Each day you feel me with love in your soul. I need you to survive like you need me. I'll home as you dance and dance. And I'll rejoice as you breathe your final breath. For I live inside you forever now. With Satan himself by my side now. And I know that now and forever and never be able to separate gentle from the mind. Can't you see? It's over now. It's time to die. You die, only you. If I die, you die too. I'll be you. Then life set you free. See, you are me. No, deep inside, you are mine. No, never. It's forever. God damn you, hide. Take on little deeds and rot in hell. I'll see you there, Jekyll. Never.
Your plan is too dangerous.
But why? These attacks on Lucy continue. Are we to delay while my child is dying?
No, not for a moment.
Patience, my friends. This creature is more than mortal. His cunning is the growth of all ages. How could five private boxes closely against him and cannot find the sixth?
Well,
He will bury himself in his last refuge, where we will never find him, and he will sleep until we're all dead.
Then Lucy will be safe.
For her life, yes. But his unclean kiss has claimed it for his own. When she dies, she'll become as he is, a foul thing of the night. My friends, there's only one way to save her from him. To destroy him.
you're right as always.
We have one great advantage. By day, he's a confined corpse. By day, he can know nothing of our search if we leave no traces.
God, this delay.
We must pick around at the houses and find all the 6 boxes without his knowledge, and then we act.
But what about the servants or caretakers?
All the houses will be empty. The vampire plays a lone hand.
Renfield!
He's been here the whole time you were talking!
What did you hear, man?
I heard something! Enough. Be guided by what he says. It is her only hope. It is your only hope. It is my only hope. Save my soul. Save my soul. You are strong. I am weak. You are sane. I'm crazy. You are good and he is evil.
Renfield, Renfield! I can save you. But you must tell me what you know. Everything.
Yes, Renfield, in exchange for what you know, I offer you your soul.
God will not damn a poor lunatic soul. God knows the devil is too strong for us who have weak minds. Send me away. I want you to promise Dr. Seward.
If you will speak.
Come, Redfield. I will down. Count Dracula. Master! Master, I said nothing! I said nothing! I'm your slave, I'm loyal to you!
There's a huge rat flying in a circle. It's gone.
What is that passing by that small shrub? It looks to be a big grey dog.
Are you sure it was a dog?
Why, it may very well easily be a wolf. Oh, but that's nonsense. Our nerves are made to see things.
Come, Redfield. What were you about to say?
Nothing, nothing!
Professor, have you seen what's in this?
Miss Lucy, you
Are you Miss Seward? I am. And by the merciful and compassionate God, leave this place at once.
But this is my home. Nothing would induce me to leave.
Well, that's true. You wouldn't leave even if they tried to drag you away, would you? It's too late! What a fool I am! It's too late and there's nothing you can do about it! Oh, but you are so young, so pure, so beautiful. Even I have decent feelings sometimes. And so I say, if you do not leave this place, your soul will be... Master! Master! If you will not heed my warning, Miss Seward, I pray God I may never see you again.
What did he mean, Professor? What did he mean? Why did he say that?
That thing in the league with the devil. And Lucy already upset by something in the paper.
Go in and get that paper from her.
Whatever it is, she keeps reading it over and over again.
Go in and get that paper from her, man, and then come back to me.
You must take it easy, Van Helsing. God knows where we would be if you were to go under. A man of your age just had a blood transfusion and ought to be in bed.
I never felt more fit in my life.
All that I'm saying is to take it easy. Not when we rely on you the most. Feeling fit, are you? Take a look in the glass.
Oh, not as bad as that.
I did not hear you, Count.
I am often told I have a light footstep.
I was looking in the glass. The reflection covers the whole room, but I could not see.
Forgive me, Professor. I dislike mirrors. They are the playthings of man's vanity. And how the bear patient.
The diagnosis presents difficulties.
I feared it, my friend.
Would you like to see the medicine I prescribed for Miss Lucy?
Anything you prescribe for Miss Lucy has the greatest interest for me. But the cut, it's not deep. I looked.
No, but it will serve. Here is my medicine for Miss Lucy. You do not care for the smell, Count?
You are a wise man, Professor. For one who has not lived even a single lifetime.
You flatter me.
But not wise enough to return to Holland at once. Now that you have learned what you have learned.
I prefer to remain, even though a certain lunatic attempted to kill me.
Lunatics are difficult. They do not do what they are told. They even try to betray their benefactors. But when servants fail to obey orders, the master must carry them out for himself.
I anticipated as much.
Come here. Your will is strong, and I will come to you. More medicine, Professor?
More effective than Wolfbane, Count.
Indeed? Sacrilege!
Shake the distant gentleman who never thereafter heard of again. He shot and you shot, sweetheart, the demon refused.
conclusion for this evening, what would literature, poetry, and drama be like if we didn't have the theme of love and loss? To start it off, we have the contemporary play, Butterflies Are Free. From there, we move to Leader of the Pack, with Water Die, to Rent, Seasons of Love. From there to Grease, with Summer Nights, to Tommy, with Pinball Wizard, and finally to In the Heights, with Breathe. Ladies and gentlemen, love and loss.
Come on in.
Oh, hi! I'm back. I brought Ralph Austin with me. Oh, Mrs. Baker, you're still here? Don, this is Ralph Austin. I told you about him. He's directing the play. Ralph, this is Don. Don's mother, Mrs. Baker. I told Ralph all about you. He was anxious to meet you.
Hey! Jill told me how vivid and adept you are for someone who can't see.
You can say live, Ralph. It's in my vocabulary too.
Oh, yes! Jill told me you had no hang-ups about the thing.
Ralph, you don't have to shout.
Mr. Austin, my son is not deaf.
Oh, sorry.
It happens all the time. People think if you can't see, then you can't hear.
Can I get you something before I go?
We've had dinner.
You were expected here for dinner, Jill.
Oh, Don, I'm sorry.
It's all right.
Our flowers and candles, so beautiful. Well, there you are. That's me for you. I just completely forgot. We went to Ralph's place after the audition to celebrate, and we drank a whole bottle of champagne, or whatever it was.
It was sparkling burgundy.
Wait, so then you got the part?
Yes and no. I'm not playing the wife.
Well, then what are you playing, the homosexual?
No, his secretary. It's a small part, but I've got a one-good scene.
Jill had a really great audition. I was so proud of her.
Yeah, I was like nervous. It wasn't just the reading, but imagine having to stand out there completely and totally naked.
Ralph, why did Jill have to be naked for the audition?
Because there's a lot of nudity in this play. We needed to see the actors' bodies. It's the visual here that's important. I hope you don't mind me saying that.
Not at all.
Now, I don't think anyone should call me a prude.
I'd like to see them try.
First, I hated the idea of getting completely undressed. There were like 40 or 50 actors all around me. All were naked. I was the only one with clothes on. How would you feel?
Warm all over.
I was sitting up front with my writer and producer, and the minute we saw Jill walk onto stage naked, we just knew that she was not right for the lead.
Tell me, Mr. Austin, is there any story to this show, or is that just too much to hope for?
It has a very dramatic story, Mrs. Baker.
I dived in.
Pneumonia?
It's going to be a wild scene of a genius at this kind of thing. Jill's going to be there, dying from an overdose of heroin, grinning across the stage on her back, screaming in agony this one word over and over again.
What's the word?
Well, I don't think I should use that here.
You're going to use it on stage, but you don't know if you can use it here.
It's okay, Ralph. You can say it. What's the word? Maybe you shouldn't. Ralph, are you sure the public is ready for that kind of thing?
Are you kidding? They're dying for it. I'm talking about the thinking public, of course, not those giddy little tight-ass matrons from Scarsdale. I said something wrong?
Pick anything, Mr. Austin.
Ralph and Mrs. Baker live in Scarsdale.
Oh, well, present company accepted. Isn't that the rule?
I don't wish to be accepted, Mr. Austin. Tell me, what is the name of your show?
It's called Do Unto Others.
I must remember that. I hate to wander in on accident.
I'd like to be given a chance, Mrs. Baker. I mean, see it with an open mind.
I should warn you, my mother hasn't liked anything since the sound of music.
The play is really dirty. I wouldn't be a dirty play. True to life.
All his life.
This play is really good. It just needs polishing.
I just said scrubbing.
Well, perhaps it will just have to do without the support of Scarsdale.
I wouldn't count on this giddy little tight-ass matron. I do not intend to pay to see beauty, the gender
over for summary rights, and how long are you going to be home?
Not long, you go right ahead.
I mean, I'll wait if you're not going to take forever. How many bags do you have?
Only 2, but it'll take me a while to find things.
Wait. Are you going somewhere?
Did I tell you I'm moving in with Ralph? I could have mentioned it.
No, you didn't.
Well, Ralph thought it would be a good idea to move in with him.
It was your idea.
It doesn't matter whose idea it was. It was a really good one. I'm not really moving away down. I mean, it's not far from here. Where is it?
Off Christopher Street.
Is that far?
Across town.
See, Ralph has this terrific studio apartment. Something like this with a skylight. He hasn't got it then like yours, but it's really great. Wait till you see it. I mean, we want you to come over whenever you like. Don't you, Ralph?
Sure. We'll consider you one of the family.
I told you we're going to like Don. We'll have some really times over there. You're going to love Ralph. I wish you could see him. He has a good face. Strong and noble. Like Don for your face. You can tell me look like that in your face. It's going to be a kind piece.
Go ahead, Don.
He doesn't want to.
Well, it was nice to have met you, Don. I'll see you soon. I hope. Oh, Mrs. Baker, I apologize if I offended you in any way.
That's quite all right. I can assure you it won't happen again.
Hun?
Well, I'd better get packed. I was dropping to say goodbye before I leave.
life that lay my head. Where's it now? It's totally dead. Where's the one I used to fly?
What are you doing?
It's not the wine. It's not the wine.
Kirk, you just ruined your beautiful moment.
I'm trying to have my beautiful moment.
You can't have many moments. I don't even... Guys, can you help me out, please?
What?
There's no
Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes just about our program this evening. So once again, I'd like to take a moment out to thank the parents of my students who give their children to me for so many hours. I would like to thank the teachers who give of their time to be in this 50-year celebration. In this next number, you will see many of those teachers. I would like to thank my alumni that came back and blessed the stage with either their performance or their choreography. And I would like to also a special thank you to the crew. They never get out here in the limelight, but without them, we would not have the show. From the magnificent back wall that you see, from the scenic designers, Haga and Gira and their crew, to the sound, which is Jennifer and Jamie and their backstage crew who frantically work around all kinds of obstacles to get this happening. You can imagine every night it's a different person on a different microphone. To the lights, this year we had Chris Ferranti design the lights, a student here. That's a first in many, 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 many years for a student to run the lights. And then we have a young lady who runs the whole show. Once rehearsals are over, it's her job to get all of those people I just mentioned working. Oh, I forgot the props, my lovely props backstage, Nicolette and Melody. But the person who gets all of them going and doing their thing is Haley Schneider on stage. And I thank you, audience, for being here for us. Please tell your friends and your family, come back and see the show again. It will be different faces, same show, different faces. And now for our finale, 42nd Street.
Singing and singing,